I thought this was kind of. Oh, sorry. I'm not bored with this album. Trust me, I'm not. I've just been processing how I'm going to review this album. It's taken me many times to listen to the album, but now I'm ready, so let's get into this review. Silver Linings is the first full studio album released by Catching Flies. This English DJ has produced a few EPs based on what I could find, but this is the first full studio album, and I was very interested to see what this album was going to be like. I don't know anything about this artist. I simply saw it as a recommendation. I thought, I'm trying to listen to, well, actually, it's funny. I thought I was overdoing the EDM reviews, but going on through a lot of this year, I don't feel like I've actually done as many as I thought I would have. Maybe I did last year, but not so much this year. And boy, I was in for a big surprise when I listened to this album. This is a truly special album to listen to. It overshadows so much of what I've listened to this year. This is probably something that may go under the radar, and I hope that this review and maybe others who are trying to give other music the light of day will consider listening to this. In my mind, essentially, this is what I thought. This is an electric album that is trying to be a lo-fi album, or at least take influences from it. It's not possible to get rid of the electric aspects of it, but there's so many other instrumental and cultural influences that are very evident when you're listening to this album that you can tell it's trying to take you in a direction that is untraditional from what you might assume it's trying to take. I really don't know where to start, so let's just start at the beginning and make our way down and see what we can discuss about the album, I suppose. The first song is titled Komorebi. This has got a Japanese influence to it. It's got like this trance mix, and it's full of wonderful strings. Following the song You, great guitar, has some occasional harp, and I just got to give thumbs up to that. Plus, the ending trumpet is just, it just echoes and it's illuminating. There's a song called New Gods that has a really good rap flow, actually. It's really excellent, and this also has great guitar and trumpet added onto it. Silver Linings does have a little bit of some sharp vocals to it, and I don't mean sharp in the musical sense, I mean just the sound of it. And I'm trying to figure out if it's supposed to imply pain in there or if it's just an effect. Either way, I'm interested when I listen to it. The song Opals is like an electric lullaby. Like, I kid you not, I would play that and try to see if a little baby would try to fall asleep. Kind of an odd thing. The song Satisfied, it's kind of a trance feel. I feel like that would be appropriate for a car ride. Okay, this is one where I feel like I really got a story out of it. The song When the Sun Bursts. This is like a theme for a summary of a children's anime that can go in multiple directions, that has enough layers to create that momentary arc of a story that we're going to get for these few minutes we're listening to this song. It continues on for two more tracks, but I want to jump into the song Z. It's like an astronomical organ with strings. Yeah. I don't do that very often where I try to describe as many songs as possible to you. It's 10 tracks total. It's all worth listening to. Some you may like more than others. I found myself invested in each song at, I guess, different levels, but in each song individually nonetheless. this is something that I feel like I listen to on occasion through the Chill Hop channel, if any of you know what that is. I feel like this could come on that, but again, it does have a little bit of that electric feel to it where it kind of borders on that lo-fi kind of style. And it's not like those two couldn't harmoniously work and coexist together. It's just not kind of the idea that it stems from that more than it would for hip hop or some of the other cultural aspects that it tends to associate itself with. I could put this on multiple times. This is something that I could really, really enjoy, really loosen myself up to. And I would really love to know if this would have the same effect for other people out there. This is something that mainstream people are not going to try to give it the light of day. I implore you to please give it a shot. You will walk away feeling like you had an emotional experience. Even if most of this album is not lyrically heavy, it is very instrumental, but in some of the most creative ways possible. So, after having listened and reviewed this album with production of 98%, creativity 90%, expression and lyrics 95%, I'm going to give this album a yeah. There's so many aspects of this album that have yes factors to them. They really do. And I'm trying not to get myself carried away. This album should be highly regarded for anybody. But I am going to give it the yeah grade. I'm going to stick with that. Just a couple of small things. I just want to be as clear as I can to be able to give that yes grade. I want to make sure that gets it. It gets it. A yeah grade is still incredibly recommendable. Please listen to this album. This artist has something. It's something that I feel like I've heard before, but I can see the angle that he's taking, and I want to see what else he is going to bring, not just to this table, but to as many audiences as he can expand to. Give him a shot, please. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And remember, if you want to discover, promote, and review the best in entertainment, remember to subscribe and follow all the social media for this channel so you can get that yes in your life. See you next time.